This is a Wizard production.
What up, people? Thanks for tuning back in, RCS Auto World. And I'm trying to get used to this new setup I got going on here, because I kind of did a whole like table office thing. Well, I can't even say my old lady did it, can't take credit away from her, but it's nice because it works. It's kind of tucked away. The thing is, I gotta wait for the kids to go up and try to do anything. But on this one, we are talking about the Caprice. I actually came across a great opportunity. I don't even know how this all lined up, but you know, praise the Lord, it did line up. What I did was I found a Euro bumper. Finding Euro bumpers for these cars is like, I don't know, discovering a new fossil somewhere in an archaeological dig. They don't exist. So scrolling Marketplace, where everything usually goes awry, I found one that was all the way in like Massachusetts, in Boston to be specific, Boston, Massachusetts. And the dude wasn't even sure if he was gonna respond, but he did. Not gonna get too into it. It was kind of a little bit of a runaround, seemed a little weird, but we figured it out. And the way that we figured it out was with, actually, it was RVT built, Reg. He made it happen because it just so happened that he was going to be passing through that area. And once again, the way that this lines up, it was freaking nuts. He told me to message the guy and ask him like, hey, are you going to be at like Mahoney's flower delivery shop? Are you anywhere in that area? Dude literally said, oh yeah, I'm like 10 minutes away. What? So long story short, that's how that lined up. And all I had to do pretty much was just send him the money, and as extra as he is, he definitely let me know that he got the money. And for those of y'all that think that trucking can't be fun or you can't make the best out of it, you'd be surprised at the stuff that these dudes are doing. In specific, Reggie, you'd be surprised.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
The fact that he just cooked them in Crocs. And then from there, we just told the dude, hey, look, I'm his brother. Well, he told him, yeah, I'm his brother. I'm just coming to pick it up for him. So that was it. Went, picked it up, and got in his possession, and that was it. And surprisingly, it was actually like the dude said it was going to be. It was never mounted. Like untouched. If anything, it has some scuffs, maybe from storage, something like that, but that's about it. In this one, we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be talking about the fact that I was able to find the Euro bumper in the first place, and how I was able to trade Mike Walden's old rims that originally I was going to put on my car. I ended up trading those to a homie, Rashawn, to get a front smoothie bumper for Reggie's car, and use the money from Reggie to get my rear KBD urethane bumper. I know it sounds like a lot, but it was kind of a barter slash favor rob Peter to pay Paul type thing, and it worked out because this stuff is not cheap at all, and truthfully that's how I make most of the things that I do work. So quick order of events. First thing first, Euro bumper, how that happened, then the whole smoothie bumper trade for wheels. That's like the second thing, kinda. Then third is actually acquiring the urethane bumper, which you guys are gonna see and the journey I went through of trying to get it to actually unmold and take form because of me being impatient and wanting to do it now rather than wait until the summer and things are warmer. I try to do it in like mid 60-degree weather and then literally like cook my family out of a house and home to finish the job. But anyway, back to the Euro bumper. So skipping ahead, one of the things that you are going to see, and these are pretty much clips that's going to be from me actually installing this thing on the car and getting it prepped and ready to go. Because the one thing I did want to do, I didn't want to just slap it on there gray and stick out like a sore thumb, even though the car itself kind of doesn't look the greatest. But at least me priming it black, that'll help it kind of blend in with everything else. Also, definitely took a lot of things in consideration that I learned from my past mistakes of being young and inexperienced, and I definitely took a little more time with prepping this, even though it's literally just temporary, just a slap on coat, so it looks somewhat presentable. So there it is. That's going to be the first part. We're going to just show you guys how it went down, and that's it. Yeah, it's about that time, baby. So RVT built, Reg, he gave me a phone call, and it's time to go get that bumper, man. We gonna get a good look at this thing in person. It's supposed to be fresh, untouched, never mounted. So let's see with our own eyes. On the road, rolling. So the way we kind of mapped it out was the load that he had to take when he was going from Massachusetts and coming through Jersey. Long story short, he was able to come up the turnpike. So he was able to stop at a rest area that was close to the exit from my house. And also he needed to eat and do some other stuff too. So it worked out. So on my way to the rest area now to link up with him, get the bumper and check it out and get something to eat, man. All right, so riding through here, now I just gotta find him. And I mean, his trunk is not hard to miss. Not hard to miss. Unless he's not pulling his matching trailer, then I gotta make sure I see it from the front. Oh, there you go. Look at that thing, baby. That teal thing. Yeah. Where you at? Oh, you, all right. The truck dirty?
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright. What it do, bro? What it do? Ooh, yeah. That boy.
Pizza box in there. I got my sleeper. Oh, the front seat.
Oh, all right.
I got pizza box. I got motherfucking fuck else I got. I just got whole. I just cleaned up, man.
Oh, all right.
Rough week.
So it's in there.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's in the back.
Oh, all right. Well. Wow, yo, this is official. It's coming out the back. Got the bumper delivered in the semi. Dropping the load, baby. Yo. Damn, it's cold as shit back here.
I know. I didn't even have what it's supposed to be.
Why so much space in here?
It ain't fully loaded. It's only 8 pallets.
God, wow.
That's what I'm taking.
Look at this bumper though.
I know, that shit's right there.
Wow. All right.
Body.
Yes.
Yo, if it rained, you done.
No. They was cool. They not bad.
They not bad. No. What is this?
They not bad in the rain though. They I don't know.
You living foul.
Oh my gosh.
You living foul, yo. This is crazy. No wonder why you be like, yo, you can hear me? You can hear me?
You can hear me? Yeah, they be flying through this.
They do.
All right, man. Just had lunch. Got the Popeyes popping. Time to get back on the Rizzo. Yeah, she coming home. Y'all see that thing back there, baby? That thing's like a freaking fossil. You cannot find these no more, man. You can't find them. I'm definitely happy that I got it back. Well, not got it back, but I got another one. And I can't wait to get it on. Okay, so that part of the journey, success, done. Moving on. This is where we're going to acquire that front smoothie bumper, so that way I can, you know, make things work with Reg for the rear urethane bumper. But first, what I need to do is actually go and get the rims out of storage. And once they're out of storage, then go to Rashawn, link up with him, and swap them out. Of course, this was all planned ahead of time, and we already had set it up. So it just became a matter of picking the day and just linking up and getting it done. But it worked out pretty smooth, which you're about to see. So that's pretty much the next thing happening here. Acquiring a smoothie by trading for the rims and then getting that thing back home safe. Then after getting it back home safe, next was to actually get it back into Reg's hands. And the thing was, we already kind of did the work of figuring out how to make that stuff work out. Went to the same spot we went to last time where we linked up and did the first bumper swap. So that's where we went back to and got him that bumper again. And this time I'm delivering, not taking. So that's what ended up coming up next. And everything else after that, it was a little, at the time, a bit hectic. Obviously you can't tell much on camera, but it was a lot going on at that time. Plus, time jump in the future, I don't know, it was like weeks, something like that, but yeah, that's when it all took place. Thank goodness this man said he running a little late, because I am in desperate need of coffee. So definitely stopping before I go in, since I gained a little time. Can I have a number 9, a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal?
Steak, egg, and cheese on a bagel?
Yep.
All right, and what kind of drink is that? What size?
I'm gonna get an orange juice, actually.
Yeah, you said orange juice?
Yep.
What size?
Medium's fine.
Anything else?
Yeah, can I have a medium coffee too?
Okay, anything in that?
Yes. A lot of sugar and a lot of creamer.
Like 5 or something?
So give me 10 sugars and 10 creamers. I'll try that.
All right. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, 1406, next window, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we made it out west. Rashawn should be here in a couple minutes. I just messaged him and told him what intersection I'm sitting at waiting for him, because down here the streets is super tight. So I'm definitely not trying to pull up and him not be there and try to sit and there's nowhere to park. So I'm gonna just kind of wait till he pull up in a couple of minutes. But hopefully this goes smooth, because I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to get the bumper, or my bumper, on the B body today. That'd be fantastic. Is it asking for too much? Possibly. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I still got a little bit of laundry to do. And I gotta debate if I'm gonna try to put the steering column stuff on, which I think is actually gonna take more time. So that may not happen, or honestly, nothing may not happen, but we'll see. All right, so got all 4 back here. The center caps is up there, which is rare, because the center caps, people always lose the center caps of their wheels. But anyway, they definitely need to be touched up as far as paint. That's 100%, and they are super dirty. But either way, this wasn't in the plan for me, because I'm going with like a drag pack, so to speak, or a better drag pack. So I didn't clean them up, but all he has to do is clean them up, touch up the paint, and he's good to go. And the center caps here, they're still in good condition. Like I said, all 4 here. So the wheels are complete and they don't have any structural damage. So he'll be fine. All right, so just met up with Rashawn, got it done. Wheels is out the back, and here is the front Smoothie. Now, good part is, this is in good condition. The only thing here are the mounting holes and the dowel hose, which is fantastic. Same thing here, just the holes that go on top of the sheet metal of the bumper, and same thing on this side. So it's complete. There's no actual damage. I don't see any like crazy cracks in it. So this thing is good money, man. And wild part is, if I'd have came across this deal, I probably would have never got the Euro bumper. But at the same time, I wouldn't have been able to get the Euro bumper, already have one, then come across this deal, then make the deal with RVT Built to help get my rear bumper. It's crazy how the way things work out. All right, so we made it back in one piece. No cracks or nothing like that. I was definitely sweating it super hard driving, because I just swore that the wind was just going to take this thing up out of here, just because, I don't know, but it was fine. So now trying to get this thing in the car and let it sit until RVT's ready to pick it up. All right, y'all, time to fulfill my end of the bargain. So your boy back to being Turnpike Ike. About to get back on the Turnpike to meet up with Reg, RVT Built, and get him his bumper. So that's what y'all see back there. Loaded up. I managed not to damage it, which is fantastic. And hopefully he's happy with it. Like I said, I mean, from what y'all seen, there's no like crazy damage on it. No like chunks or structural damage at all. If anything, it's just, like I said, scuffs, surfaced stains, stuff like that. But, you know, that's whatever, because it's going to be prepped for paint at some point. And again, the good part is I'm glad that everything worked out the way that it did, because now, I mean, that absolutely saved me money on trying to bust a move on getting the rear bumper. Because from that website, I mean, I'm not sure why they do it, but it's literally $100 like per item that they ship. And the way that it came shipped, rolled up, if I was to order the front bumper as well and have two bumpers, instead of it being $100 shipping for, you know, both, it's $100 per bumper. Not sure why, because they both come, as you've seen, rolled, or about to see, rolled up, and it doesn't seem like too much of a nuisance, but hey, what do I know? I am not a business owner, I'm just a consumer. But yeah, just gotta catch him and get it there and kind of beat the dark. Well, yeah, well, light, however you want to say it, but get there while it's still some daylight where he can, you know, get a good look at it. So, see y'all when we get there. We in here, just gotta find Big Dog, man. Big Dog, same teal thing, ain't nothing oh, there it go. Oh wow, it's jumping in here, unlike last time. Last time it wasn't that many folk, but can't mistake. Oh, he got the black trailer this week. What it do, bro? What it do? What?
Baby up in this bitch. Why else would I be driving this?
What? Did the bull show up? You talking about?
Yeah, he right there parked behind me.
Oh, the ridge on.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, there we go. Ta-da!
Please come with it.
What? Wow. You got space in the joint in the back?
I'm gonna put in my trailer. I'm empty right now.
Oh, all right.
I don't get loaded till tomorrow morning, Carney's Point. But this trailer, I think got a belly box. It do got a belly box. Fuck I'm talking about. But it's not full. So only thing I'm worried about is putting it in the belly box and then like I get home and it's in two pieces.
Oh yeah, let's not.
So tonight I'm gonna put it in the belly box. I'm gonna put it in the trailer in the belly box tonight. But once I get loaded tomorrow, I'm gonna put it in my sleeper. And then I'm gonna just be riding with a bumper. But once I get loaded tomorrow, I'm only gonna sleep once before I go home. go home, but I'm going to I'm going back to like Lancaster tomorrow to meet up with Jack and Chris.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, but once we get on the road,
I know y'all said this small, but like, easily. All right, almost there. That is the first two things out of the way. The last thing left to do is to get this urethane bumper. Now, this will be the first rear bumper I've ever had for a B-body. So this is actually a new mod to this car, unlike everything else that I did so far and still have to do. But I always was a fan of the Smoothie bumpers. And KBD is, I want to say, I gotta say, one of the most affordable bumpers for these right now. And it still isn't cheap, but they're there. A lot of people have used them. Can't lie, can't deny. The quality's there. And I started to realize that majority of a lot of the holes that I was scared I was gonna have to kind of mock up, they were actually already kind of pre-dimpled where they're supposed to go. But as far as the ones that I kind of want to say really matter, like those brackets on the side where it meets the quarter panel, you kind of got to freestyle it a bit. But what takes away from that a little bit is the brackets. But that's a whole nother story. That's on the install video. So if you ever wondered what it looked like or how it comes in the mail or the whole process, mine is not going to be the smoothest. Just wait for warm weather or do what I did, and either way, you'll be fine. But here it is, fresh out the box. And yeah, let's check it out. Okay, quick change of plan because I got some sun. This is way fast forwarded. I don't even know how long further, but this is fast forwarded past the time where I was going to attempt to do it in the house with the heat gun. I may still have to do that, but for the time being, I'm going to try to take advantage of the sun that I have. Now, if I lived in Florida, like RVT built, things would be so much easier. I could pretty much pick any day of the week and just throw it outside and it'll just unfold and mold. But 15 to 30 minutes is what it says in the instruction in direct sunlight. Pretty much the hottest or warmest I can find. But we're gonna try to use it on the patio out here, and I don't even know what it is right now. All right, so got it unwrapped and down, and I'm hoping that this is enough sun for it because I got about that much, and I don't know, maybe like an hour some change worth. It's probably not hot enough to do the 15 to 20 minutes like they say it should take, but we'll see. I'm just gonna kind of keep checking on it, come out, reposition, spin it, stuff like that, and hopefully it does start to take form. All right, so a little bit of time passed. I repositioned it and tried to kind of get it to unfold a bit, and going to leave it here for a little more time. I think I may just go out in the yard because here I see these shadows from like the toy house and all that crap is starting to touch the bumper. So I may move it over there in the middle so that way it has sun pretty much until the sun goes down, but we'll see. All right, so staying optimistic. I think we're gonna make it because it is less rigid and definitely softer, I wanna say. And I did put it on top of the bench to kind of give it elevate it, keep it away from the sun I was talking about, instead of putting it out in the yard and I didn't want the dogs go over there and do nothing stupid. But yeah, so this is what it looks like now. So yeah, on here now, before it was kind of like I want to say like clamped almost, where it was really trying to curl in on this thing, but now it's kind of just there. So what I think I'm going to do is I may take it off and flip it so that it's actually opposite side, and maybe that'll help the ends kind of uncurl. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's give that a shot. All right, so set it up here for a little more sunlight and have it higher and flipped it like I said. So hopefully, I'm gonna try to get an angle so you can see what I mean. Hopefully this gets those curls to kind of relax out and it'll start to take form. Almost there, not too far, but almost there. Then one of the things I'm taking into consideration is from a previous video that I watched that a guy put up where he ordered the front and back smoothies for his Caprice. It's a couple of things from pretty much trying to put it on and mount it and it not working and having to mod something. Try to fit it, still doesn't work, gotta shave something. So I'm gonna show you the things that he shaved that I think I may have to do. And this is it right here. I think what I would probably say, if I was a guessing man, that there's probably some sort of master mold that the company uses, and once it's done, they probably just make certain trims to the master mold in order to get it to what you want it to have. So for example, I'm quite sure the mold for this and the bumper with the exhaust cutouts are the same. They probably just go in here and just kind of like cut this out. And once they cut out this section, then they can smooth it. And now you have the option that actually has the tips there. So that's why I'm thinking that these are there. But for some reason, the other guy, he had to shave this whole thing down to get it to go into the back of the car with no problem. All right, so time has run out for me. I have no more sun. That's pretty much it. And it's not done yet. If I would have waited till the summertime, I'm sure by the way it was kind of acting when the sun was out, even though it wasn't super duper hot, it probably would have gotten the job done like they said. I mean, the other guy that did it in his video, it absolutely did the job. But this is about as far as it's getting for the night. I may bring it out tomorrow and do it, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in the house, I'm gonna grab the heat gun, come back out here and try to finish up the parts that are not quite done. One of the biggest ones being this corner. This corner is still kind of clamshelled in. It does not flow out yet. So I've got to take a heat gun to this. And up here, this isn't, I guess, going across. It's not 100% yet. It's still kind of opened, but I need to get it to take form to where the top of the bumper is actually flat. So I'm gonna get a heat gun, mess with it a bit, see how it goes. Okay, so here I was actually trying to use the heat gun while I was outside to warm up the entire bumper. I definitely realized that doing this method would have taken so much longer if I didn't use any of the sun at all. One of the main things I wanted to do was get that curl out of one of the ends, and this definitely got that curl out with ease. Just placing a little pressure and then using the heat, and then it finally did curl out. Last but not least, put this heater on, and like I said, this is where I pretty much just cooked my family out, because when I came down from my nap to go to night work, it was like 80 degrees in the house. But anyway, it did work out. This finished the job. Okay, the end. I pretty much got it figured out. This is pretty much, I think, the best that this thing is gonna get. I literally just like smoked my old lady, well, not smoked, but more so sauteed, roasted my family out of the house because of the way I had this thing set up. Since I ran out of time, I ended up having to get a heater and set it up, and it was, I think it was in between my night works, I could be wrong, but either way, set it up in the downstairs, had it blowing, going back and forth, and I think that really relaxed it. Only thing that I did want to double check was the corners. I put it on the corners, let those stay for like 30 minutes each as well, and it's pretty much done. So that's it back here. I got a few things I have to get to. I have this thing that has to go on the B-body, on the Caprice. I'm trying to see if I can see it in the camera right there. That is the cowl fiberglass hood that I have to repair. Bring that out here on some workhorses, sand it down, do a few things, fiberglass, resin, blah, blah, blah. Then I even have a valance for the Kodiak, because the one that's on there I painted, and I was just upset because the paint started chipping off and it just kind of takes away from the look, the aesthetic. Plus I cracked it in the winter, so I'm going to take the one that I have new that's hiding back there somewhere and get that wrapped with gloss black vinyl. That should be a lot more durable from the research that I did and should work out better. But here's the back side of the inside, so it definitely took form like it's supposed to now. This looks more like an actual whole, complete, in its proper shape bumper. Then flipping it to the other side, and this thing is going to look great on the back of the car. Definitely happy I went with this. I kind of debated back and forth between this one and the other ones, because the other ones had the option, and they were actually cheaper if you get the Smoothie that has the slot in the middle, or the one that has the slot and the exhaust holes on the side. That one is like significantly cheaper if I'm not mistaken. But either way, this wraps up the leaps and bounds and whatnot to go through to try to get this stuff on robbing Peter to pay Paul, minimum dollar trade, blah, blah, blah. But it's finally finished. Got the bumpers I wanted. Euro bumper secured. That thing's going to be fantastic. I already know what it's going to look like because I had it before it was stolen. Then same thing here. I know this thing's going to look great. I've seen Smoothies on plenty of B-bodies. So it's just a plan moving forward. Definitely quicker and better than I thought. It's still not easy, so don't get it confused, but I definitely thought it would kind of be a little more of a challenge to get these bumpers. But yeah, so all right, man, thanks for tuning in. And I don't know which build I guess is going to come out after this that I'm going to work on next. Maybe the Kodiak, because I have been doing stuff with that, but who knows. All right, man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.